Hey, Ike, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
Hey, honey.
long time no see. How are you?
Well, I'm getting much better now. Much better.
Looks like you got a little trim on the beard.
Yes, I did. That was just for you.
Aw, thank
That was
you.
just for you. You should have seen it. You should have seen it until last week. It was down. It was down to here. It was
You
like
start looking like a ZZ Top a little bit, huh?
yes, ma'am. Yes, I was.
Oh. So, as you know, all the fans are asking every day, how's Ike? We want to know how Ike is.
Right. Well, Ike is so much better now. I'm so much better now. I can. You remember a few months ago, right? I couldn't
Horrible.
walk. I couldn't walk. It was very bad. It was very bad, and I could barely move my arms and my and my legs and stuff. It was
You
really
were
really
you were
bad.
like you were howling from pain.
Yeah, you remember that? You remember that?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
crying.
it was really bad, and um, I was so bad off. I was in the bed. I would be in the bed all day.
Well, sleep is the best medicine for everything, actually, but now you're moving around.
Yes, I'm moving around now, and it was, oh my God, I was in terrible pain all the time, and I mean I've still got a little tiny bit of a tweak in my shoulder, but it's almost all the pain is gone away. You know,
Do you think if I sent one of my massage girls over there to massage you like deep tissue in your shoulder, it would help a little bit, or you don't know?
well, I don't know. Let me ask my doctor. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Uh,
I would cover the
yeah.
cost. I would cover the cost.
Oh, I know. I've got to ask my doctor if that's going to be safe, enough for me to do that.
Okay.
And he's my doctor. My doctor's happy. He's very happy because I've been losing weight. I've been losing weight and all that stuff.
Yeah, your
But
face
oh
looks
man,
your face looks a little thinner.
yes. Oh, I lost a ton of weight. I lost a ton of weight. It was, but for a while there, it was very bad. It was very bad. But now I can move around now, and I don't have to have Denise to help me get up and go to the bathroom. You know, it was so bad. It was so very bad. But um, this hormonal treatment that I'm doing is this hormonal treatment that I'm doing is working so well. It's taken away most of the pain and well, most of the pain, and I'm trying to uh, uh, start exercising, with Denise, and she bought us a couple of bicycles,
Oh,
and yeah, she bought us a couple of bikes, and we're gonna start riding very soon.
wow. Not stationary bikes in your house, like you're gonna
No,
go out.
no, real life bikes, real life bikes.
Wow. Ike
Yeah,
on a bike. Ike on a bike. There's a
yeah,
song in there somewhere.
exactly. But I'm telling you, it was it was. But basically for the fans, I am finally mobile. I'm finally mobile enough to get around, and I just uncrated my guitar for the first time in 6 months,
That's good.
right?
Yeah, that's
And
good.
I'm gonna start practicing on my guitar and stuff again because you know why?
Good
I got
music
a call.
skills.
I got a call from Ray and Bobby uh,
Oh,
4 days ago. 4 days ago, and they actually asked me to sit in with them when they come to LA.
wow, with the Zappa band that's on tour right now.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Total surprise. Total surprise. Denise and I were just uh, watching TV, and the phone rang, and it was Ray, saying that they wanted me to sit in with them, you know, when they come to LA. I was like, I was in shock. I was in shock. The first thing I wanted to know, though, my first question, I didn't say anything to Ray, but the first thing I thought was, what's going on with Amit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, until they asked me that, Ike is persona non grata, right? Nobody's supposed to even speak my name.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why is that? Do you know that? Because that makes me really curious. I wonder why.
Well, it's a Gale thing. Hold on a second.
Still?
It was a Gale thing.
Are you okay?
Huh?
You need a drink?
Yes. Hold on.
All right. We'll drink together. There you go.
Well, that whole thing, as you know, after Frank died, was a Gale thing.
So, I mean, pretend I don't know anything. Gail was mad at you? Well, I don't get it.
Gail she was always mad at me. She always hated me, and she didn't allow.
Why? And I'm really surprised you weren't in that Zappa movie that just came out.
Well, honey, I still don't know why. The only thing I can think of is, the fact that, the only thing I can think of is that the fact that Frank and I were so close, right, from the very beginning, and she didn't like for Frank to be friends with anybody. And Frank and I were always close. We were always tight. And, I don't really know what the real story is, but she's always had it in for me.
I mean,
she always had it in for me. And after Frank,
were you ever at the house, like knocking over something? Or, I mean,
no, are you kidding? I was at the house all the time working,
in the basement.
Yeah. And the minute that Frank died, she didn't allow the kids to say my name, speak to me, talk to me, or anything. Okay. And then the minute that Gail died, remember, suddenly Dweezil calls, and now I'm playing with Dweezil, because Dweezil and I have always been tight. We've always been tight. And
wait a minute, what do you mean you're playing with Dweezil? Oh, you mean
after Gail died, I started playing with Dweezil. I was doing shows with him and stuff like that.
Well, I thought you meant now. Oh, I mean, like
that was that when his schedule permits, when his schedule permits and my schedule permits, he gives me a call and says, "Okay, we're playing here at so and so. Come on down." And after Gail died, remember, she put Amit in charge of the family trust instead of Dweezil.
Well, I heard that it was Amit and Diva had a little bit more of the authority in the group, but all four of them are definitely Zappa Family Trust. But
Amit is the administrator. Okay, and he took the Gale attitude, okay, and kept all that up. No Ike, don't mention him, don't include him in anything, blah blah blah, and that's the way it's been with this latest version of the Zappa band, right? And all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's okay for Ike to sit in, right?
Yeah. Well, every little tiny bit of progress is a
baby step.
It's a baby step. There's a lot of old wounds that need to be healed in the Zappa world, and so slowly but surely, everybody comes together as one.
Well, sure.
And it looks like that's happening, and this is a big step for you to sit. Do you know what songs that you're going to sit in with, or no?
Well, Ray asked me. He texted me yesterday and asked me to suggest what do I want to play? And the first thing I thought was Outside Now. And then Ray texted back and said, how about Outside Now? Okay. Wow. Yeah. And I said, definitely that's just for a start. Let's sure, of course. That's right there on the top of the list, right?
Well, they're only playing 10 songs, so if you get to sit in with one, that's amazing,
That's hey, anything at all at this point.
Yeah, right? So this gives you a really big incentive to concentrate so much on your health. What was that you were just smoking? What was that? You're vaping? What is that?
Say that again.
What are you smoking? I just saw you smoking.
A cigarette.
Hi.
I know.
You're fighting cancer. What the hell are you doing?
I'm nervous. Sorry. Anyway.
Chew gum if you're nervous. Bite your nails. Have a wank. Whatever. Do not smoke.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So anyway, that's that. So that's going to be when they're in LA, and I think it's going to be like a Halloween show or something.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's big. So lots of fluids, Ike, lots of vitamin C. And what about that medicine? I mean, have your drink. Lots of fluids. And the fans were wondering, like, all the donations are giving. They're wondering, what else can we do to help? Does he still need more medication? Because we got that GoFundMe going for you.
Right. The medication. In fact, before about a half hour ago, my main cancer medicine, it's called Abiraterone, and it costs, and the thing is, it costs $8,000 a month, and I've got to, our insurance pays most of it, but I still got to do the copay on it and stuff, and it's really expensive, and the pills are this fucking big. They're huge.
How big?
And I get a month. Huh?
Are they big or small? I couldn't see.
They're huge.
Oh.
They're fucking huge. They're bigger than your head. They're bigger than your head. These things are enormous. And I get a month supply. I have a month supply. That's 60 of them, and I have to take two of them a day. And each bottle of 60 cost $8,000 per bottle.
I mean, shame on big pharma. That's all I want to say.
Exactly. Oh, it's insane. And I'm taking my high blood pressure stuff, and oh my God, I've got about I take about 8 medications a day. Like a cocktail of 8 medications per day. Mm-hmm. And so I get up in the morning, every morning and religiously take my meds and stuff like that. I don't mind because it works like a charm. It really this stuff really works. And I'm when this very first thing started and we started talking, right? Mm-hmm. This stuff, I couldn't remember. I'm over there howling in pain, every day when you would call me, and I that was a point where I couldn't even move, right? I couldn't even move. It was ridiculous. So from that time until now, it's a miracle. It's a miracle,
Hey, but honestly, like, what are you thinking? You got to stop smoking. I don't care if you hate me after this, but
I know.
It hurts your immune system. You want to strengthen your immune system. You should be pounding those kale smoothies and drinking lots of water and spending all your money on vitamin C and zinc.
Yep. I take vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin C, and my as well as my other 8. As well as my other 8 medications a day.
Okay, but we want you to stick around, Ike. And a lot of people, a lot of Zappa fans are like so sad. They wish they could have, took Frank and shook him and said, "Hey, take better care of your health." So
the thing is, like I told you, when Frank started getting it, he went to four different specialists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And each one of them said, it's just tension, you're just overworked, right?
Mm.
Until he went to the fifth one.
Oh.
He got to the fifth one, and the fifth guy said, "What are these guys talking about? You've got prostate cancer." And Frank didn't know until the fifth guy told him.
Then it was too late.
Then it was too late. You know how smart.
Anyway, you still need to stop smoking. I'm going to be texting you after this. Like,
yes, ma'am.
What is wrong with? Stop it.
Yes, I will. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm telling you though, Frank. Oh God, he called me. When he got when he got diagnosed, as terminal, and God, it was just ridiculous. It was totally ridiculous and so tragic. It's so tragic. By the time he was actually told what was really going on, it was too late. It was just horrible. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Okay, so at least you got it. You nipped it in the bud. I mean, did your doctor say to you, "Hey, Ike, we feel like you've kicked 50% of this cancer"? Like, what is the status?
Oh, what was going on? What was happening was my testosterone levels were so high. It's called what is it?
Toxic masculinity.
I can't remember the I can't remember what the name of it is, but my testosterone levels were up in the hundreds, which is like really, really bad. It was so high. That's what was feeding the cancer, right? That's what was feeding the cancer. And now it's down. It was at first when I got diagnosed, it was almost at 1,000. And now my levels are 0.3.
Are you growing kids?
No, thank God, no. Thank God, no. And the thing is, it's down so low. It's down so low that it's not feeding the cancer anymore.
Yeah, I'm confused because what if a woman is taking the birth control pill and she's taking all that extra estrogen? Is that going to affect chances to have cancer?
Exactly. So basically, I had the equivalent of that.
So you're almost a werewolf, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And my numbers are so good. My numbers are so good, and they're so low. I no longer have anything feeding the cancer. So now, basically, it's just maintenance. It's maintenance and stuff. But I've got to continue taking my meds and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah. So because we still need to help you with the GoFundMe for the meds, obviously.
Oh yes, I do. Because like I said, if I don't get my monthly bottle of that medication and my other 8, it's just gonna revert back to where it was before, and that's the thing. And then suddenly the testosterone is gonna come back and start feeding the cancer again.
I mean, there might be a little tiny trick in there. Soy.
Yes.
Has estrogen in it. And I always tell my son, don't eat soy because I want him to be, grow up. He's only 9. I want him, little Desmond, I want him to be masculine and tough and strong.
Exactly.
So I don't want him to have soy. But in your case, you should be pounding the tofu and the soy lattes and stuff.
Yeah. I got that from my daughter. Leah got me on doing soy milk, almond milk, oat milk, things like that. Okay. And it works. It works. And I lost I lost so much weight. I went from 275 pounds down to 219.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
Especially since you're not,
that's a ton.
yeah, you're not
That's a,
out jogging or anything. So that's hard to lose
no,
staying at home.
exactly. And especially since I'm staying at home and I don't eat anywhere near as much as I used to. And, you know, I eat maybe twice a day, and I still and even at that, I don't even finish my my meals and stuff. It's touch and go. It's touch and go.
Well, the first time I called you, it didn't sound like you could eat anything. You were just going,
No, 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 no. I couldn't. And it hurt. It hurt to raise the fork up to my fucking mouth. Okay, it was bad. It was bad.
I know.
So I mean, but tell the fans I'm I'm about, even though I'm doing well now, I'm about halfway there. I'm about halfway there because I have now gotten rid of the harmful testosterone that was feeding the cancer. So now it's not feeding it's not, the cancer doesn't have anything to eat anymore. So what I'm doing now is to,
cigarettes.
I have, huh?
Cigarettes.
What's that? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So it's now that it's not feeding it anymore as much. Now I've got to keep taking it for the medicine to follow through to get rid of it. I mean, it's not going to be 100% cured. You know what I mean? But by doing this, it eliminates all the rest of the crap that was infecting my body. Okay.
I mean, you're gonna slay it. You're gonna slay it. You can't kill
it. Yeah. I can't totally kill it. I can't kill it, unfortunately. But I can kill enough. It kills enough of it, right? It kills enough of it to put it on the minus side.
Yeah.
It puts it on the minus side so that it won't, if I miss a couple of days of medication, it's not going to pop back up, and give me more cancer all over again. Right. Okay. So
you've got to show cancer who's boss, basically.
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, I'm still, and the other thing is I still over the course of a 24-hour day, I still get a little weak. You know what I mean? I still end up being a little bit weak, so I can't go for long walks. I can do nothing. I can only walk maybe up to the CVS, which is 2 blocks away from where we live. I can walk that far, but not both ways, and it leaves me a little weak. So I'm still a bit weak over the course of a 24-hour day, and I'm it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird because I've never been used to this. I played football in college and all that other shit, and I'm not used to this at all.
Well, you're going to have to really streamline and sleep and hydrate and do the best you can in order for your goal to do the Halloween Zappa show.
Oh, don't you worry. I started the minute I got that call, and Denise was listening at the same time. And when I got that call, the first thing that popped into my head was exactly what you just told me. Okay. And I am, oh man,
you're on it.
I've got to get back on schedule. So I whipped out my guitar. I'm sending it in to have the neck tweaked and set up again. And
that's going to be such a reunion. That's going to be so great to see you and Ray and Robert Martin and Scott Tunis and Mike Keneally all on stage together. Of course, the other two.
My brothers, you know. So I'm essentially, and also I'm a little rusty, you know. So I'm getting my throat back. You know, I haven't sung anything in fucking 9 months. You know, so I'm just getting my
Sit at home and
getting my
practice Lucille every day. Sing Lucille once a day.
exactly. So I'm getting my throat back in shape, and to get some resistance, you know, and to get, you know, some endurance,
Right.
to get
You
some
know,
endurance in there.
Nappy once told me on the phone, Napoleon said that for his voice, he avoids all dairy, all iced beverages, all caffeine, and all alcohol. So those four things, you know, if you take ice water, stop with the ice, yeah, and no caffeine and no dairy.
Yep, I don't do that anyway.
Those are all bad for the vocal cords. So
exactly,
you know,
exactly.
room temperature stuff only.
Exactly.
Be out there for that LA show. I mean, I'm going to be promoting it like relentlessly. And you know, during your GoFundMe, Moon Unit sent you $500. I mean, that is
yes,
a
she
sign.
did.
That's a sign right there.
Yep.
Behind the scenes, the family's still pulling for you, Ike. Okay.
Yes. Oh no, I love my niece Moon. I love my nephew Dweezil. I mean, like I said, when I got hired by Frank, Dweezil was 7, Amit was 5, Moon was 9. I mean, these are my nieces and nephews. I love them to death, and I always have.
And Amit's a really good guy too. It's just, you know, he's very busy. He's got kids and a wife and everything.
Yeah.
He just does things. You know, he was doing what his mom wanted him to do.
I don't blame any of them for the stuff that Gail was doing. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. These are still my nieces and nephews.
Right.
You know, always loved them.
Unite. They're going to unite. Everybody needs to be on the same page.
Exactly.
All of the Zappa kids, all of the Zappa alumni. There's no, life is so short. There's no reason, you know, for anyone to squabble anymore. Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the way I've always felt. Besides, I've always done whatever Frank asked me to do. Okay, and this is part of it. This upcoming thing, this is part of it too, because I'm doing my part to keep the family aspect going. You know what I'm saying? I've always followed my instructions. So okay, okay, I'm wearing out here.
Okay, take a drink, because I'm gonna read over some of the questions from the fans. You take a drink, okay? Everyone's watching is gonna chill for a minute and have a drink with Ike Willis and Dr. Dot. We're all gonna have a drink.
Okay, let's do it. Because I gotta lay back down again.
Okay.
All right.
Let's read the questions. There's only a couple. Don't worry, Ike. And we're gonna
go ahead.
Okay. So Philip Lazveski for Ike. I know Frank used to ask folks, what's something you do that's fantastic?
Right.
How did you respond?
Oh, well, that's the thing. That's his famous question. What do you do that's fantastic? Now, when I met Frank when I was in college, when we started talking after sound check, he asked me a kind of different version of that. My version was you must be a musician, you must play an instrument because you stick out like a sore thumb around here. What do you play? You know, what instrument do you play? And it started between me and Frank. I told him I had my own band, I played guitar, I was a vocalist, and I sang and all that other stuff. You know, and so that was my version.
Okay, then Rick Helvik for Ike. What's your favorite Zappa record that you didn't play on? He's from Schaffner, California.
My favorite Zappa album that I didn't play on.
Weird question.
I think. Well, I've got a couple. One Size Fits All. One Size Fits All is really one of my absolute favorites. Apostrophe is one of my absolute favorites. And let's see. Oh, Bongo Fury.
Good answer. And there's a lovely Zappa fan. He's super loyal, and he just wanted to say his name is Steven Seibel or Seibel.
Oh, Stevie Seibel. Yeah, he's part of the old gang from New York. Yeah.
I
love Stevie.
He's awesome.
I love Stevie.
You said just tell Ike I love him.
I love you too, Stevie. Stevie's he's part of the he's part of the New York crew.
Exactly. Yep. He's wonderful.
Okay,
I go lay down, and we're gonna touch bases with you again, like in October, so we can see how you're doing. And
I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on the exact date of the show, because Ray's gonna be back in town on the West Coast. He says he'll be back home next Sunday.
Okay, and I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video so the fans can help you with your medication to kick cancer's ass. Okay.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. We love you. We love you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.